Hey vlog, it has been a while. A lot has transpired over the last couple of weeks. It's been crazy, but a lot of crazy, but it's all been worth it. I don't even know where to start. Well, I guess let's take it back like a couple of weeks. So vlog, I just left the doctor and got some not really bad news, but kind of bad news. My fluid around the baby is low, so I have to get induced. Today is Friday, December 6th. I just took a shower. All of our bags I've already packed. My boyfriend's currently taking everything in the car right now. I don't know, this is gonna be a different journey, but I'm definitely ready to be a mom. I'm definitely ready to meet her. It's been a long awaited time. I can honestly say that I have been waiting on this moment since the day that we found out, and we found out April 22nd that we will be having a baby. So I'm ready to see how motherhood is. Just ready to meet this little person that I already care so much about, but I've never met. We've been sharing this body together for 38 weeks in a day. I'm just ready to meet her, see her, spend time with her. I had already wanted to get induced anyway, but I guess I spoke it into existence. I don't know. But basically he told me once I left my doctor's appointment, go home, get our bags, and go straight to the hospital, that they were expecting me. So we got to the hospital, we got checked in and everything. So
what's up, y'all? What's up, vlog? At the hospital right now. Baby's getting a heartbeat check, and her contractions are being monitored. So just wanted to check in with y'all, let y'all know how it's going. It's going good so far, but we're just getting started.
So once we got checked in and everything, we were just, chilling, just waiting on the baby. And we got there on the 6th. She didn't come until the 8th. And she came at 5:05 in the morning. And so meaning I was in labor for a couple of days. So I would say they actually broke my water, and they put me on some type of medicine called Pitocin. It's basically like whenever you get induced, it's supposed to help your contractions. At first, the contractions was okay, they were bearable, but then after a while they started being too unbearable. So I ended up getting the epidural, which really wasn't that bad. It was just a lot of pressure. And something I did not know about the epidural, I did not know that it had fentanyl in the epidural. And when I asked them about it, they was like, well, it's not a lot. And I guess just because it was like the bottom half of my body. And it took it about 15 minutes to kick in. But when it did kick in, it kind of felt like my legs and kind of like my feet felt like tingly and numb. Kind of like whenever you sit on the toilet for a really long time and your legs start to fall asleep. That's how it felt. Like I could move my toes, but my legs felt really like I had no really control over them. But I had got the epidural on that Friday. So once you get the epidural, they also give you a catheter, which I did not know. So a catheter is basically like a tube that they put down there, so you can basically just pee in the bag, because you really have no control over your legs and you really can't walk when you're on the epidural. And another thing, you can't eat anything, like any solid foods. So from Friday afternoon up until Sunday after I gave birth, I didn't eat till probably around like 8 that morning. Yeah. So your girl was eating like popsicles and like Jello and drinks. That's all I could really have, but it wasn't that bad. The part that was bad was, I would say, actually giving birth. When I say bad, I started pushing Saturday night at 10. She didn't get here until Sunday at 5 in the morning. So you count the hours. But in between 10 and 5 in the morning when she was born, I had 2 breaks. And during those 2 breaks, I was asleep. And I was basically asleep while still pushing, because she wasn't fully out yet. I don't know. I could not, for the life of me, just push her out. It took so long. And my nurse told me that usually when new moms give birth, it's up to about 3 hours. Like pushing for 3 hours. I was pushing for 6 hours, and I took out 2 hours because I had 2 breaks, and they were like 45 minutes. It was like the worst, because like so whenever babies are born, they're supposed to be their head is supposed to be down and come out first. Her face was face up. So that was really difficult for me to get her out. And I guess because it was just hard. Like, so hard to where they had to use this device that they call like a vacuum, and it helps like get the baby out. And not only did they have to use a vacuum, they also had to cut me to give her more room to come out. And I didn't feel like the whole cutting thing. I could feel it, but I couldn't really feel it, if that makes sense. That kind of doesn't make sense, but I didn't feel it. But the vacuum thing came off twice during me trying to get her out. And it also caused like her head to be, her head was swollen whenever she first came out. And her head was also kind of shaped like a cone in a way, because of the vacuum method. And it was like basically like trying to pull her back. But whenever she came out, she did have like some bleeding around her, like around her scalp area. It was really swollen. But everything is going down. Everything went down. It's still going down. I would say she has a little swelling, but not much. But it was a crazy process. But I can say it was all worth it though. I don't know if I would do it again. So let's fast forward to after she's born. They had to do like some tests and everything. She had like, her levels for jaundice was a little high. So we did have to also stay at the hospital for an extra day. Just so they could run tests like to make sure like the swelling on her head was going down, and her levels of jaundice went down as well. So that was all good. And whenever I was pushing, my blood pressure dropped twice. I had a couple of fevers. So It was a wild ride. But I do want to thank my man and her dad, because he was there throughout the whole process. He was like a lot of reassurance, because it was tough. Like, it really was. I can say that was one of the probably toughest things that I've ever went through. And during the pushing process, I kept telling myself, like, I cannot do this. It was just so hard. And then he was just like, you can do it, baby. You got this. She's almost here, you know. You're doing great. It was great to have that reassurance. And not even just like from the doctors and the nurses, from someone that I actually love and trust and know. So we didn't get any footage of me being like pushing in labor, because the most important thing was me getting her here and making sure that, you know, she's okay and I'm okay. So the last thing that was on our mind really was not recording me giving birth. Okay, let's fast forward to the day we went home. We ended up going home on a Tuesday. So we were at the hospital for like 5 days. And usually people are there for like 2 days. 2 or 3 days. We're there for 5 days. So my boyfriend just went and took everything down. We're about to leave the hospital. She's right there. Words can't explain how full my heart is right now. But we'll talk soon, vlog. And it was very... After we got moved from the labor and delivery, they took us to like a postpartum room. And once we were in the postpartum room, and it was just me, my boyfriend Dell, and the baby. Her name is Salem. It was very surreal. Like, you're really a mom. Like, this is your baby. When you leave, you're taking her home with you. And even coming home, I was like nervous. Like, not nervous because I don't know what to do, but nervous because like this is something very new. And her life is, it was just basically like her life is in my hands. And I'm responsible, you know, well, we're responsible, but just being a new mom, you're just responsible for someone else. It's just not about you anymore. Well, it's still about you, but you're just not number one.
What up, YouTube? You know, finally back in the car. We just came from out of the hospital. Got both of my babies in the car right now. It was a wild ride being in here. How would you rate the experience?
The experience, it broke my scale.
Right.
It was a crazy experience. Like, a lot of unexpected things happened. But the baby's healthy, I'm healthy. Dad was just a really big help, big supporter. He took a lot of stress off me.
I know how to.
So we're about to go home, and we're going to tell you this story. It's going to be a crazy birth story.
Couldn't even, well, we could have recorded, but it was just so much going on. We couldn't even focus on no type of electronics. So.
No, I couldn't even focus.
So
that's how much it was. I couldn't focus.
But I'm about to get my babies home safe, so we'll tap in with y'all when we get back home.
But one thing I can say is, I do love being a mom. It's like this piece of my heart that has like, the void is gone. Also, I was supposed to have a hair appointment on Sunday, the day she came, but I ended up getting my hair done after. It's not something that I usually get. I usually get like long, but I want to get something quick, something, you know, easy. I even got mom nails. Plus, your girl is down 25 pounds. 25. Very happy about that. I really will be excited whenever I'm able to clear for my 6 weeks and I'm able to get back into the gym. But this video was just like a update how birth went and everything. I know it's been a while, but we are going to get back on track. Start you know, uploading videos, getting more content in, comment some ideas, you know, as we go into this new year. I would say like a week or two after she was born, we went to JCPenney and we did like a photo shoot for her. And I did record a little bit. So, yeah, we got some footage. So I'm going to put that in. So we just got in the photo shoot place. We've already checked it and everything. We're picking out the colors for the background and the swallow stuff. I'm feeling happy. So this is her first photo shoot. This is also the first look. So this is the next look. Look at her.
Let me take pictures.
I do want to say we didn't really record on Christmas just because like we really didn't go anywhere, but we did do gifts and everything. But Merry Christmas and also Happy Holidays from my family to yours. And I hope everyone has a great new year. I'm excited to see what the new year brings. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also turn on your post notifications so you can see our next video. And also, if you want to see her pictures, they're all on my Instagram, which will be in the link below. And she's waking up, so I'll see you guys.